big.
Well, I went back in time and I got my hair. Steelers Nation Australia headband. We'll get you some like high socks. Get you some like these shorts.
Hey,
you're standing up.
Jesus, hey, easy.
Yeah.
It's like balls of fairy.
So when JJ52 says, will Rhaegar make the 53? No, she's cut. All right, let's go.
If you're not going to take Ray, guys, I know a place, Western Pennsylvania, where she'll fit right in. Right at the cookie table at a wedding.
She could be my second string long snap.
PhD, call her Dr. Boogie or Dr. Get Down and tell her that she has a PhD. It's getting down. Like, play the music,
You know what? If she'd had some bling, and looked like LL Cool J and Mama Gonna Knock You Out, she might have won.
Alrighty, Steelers Nation, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia and Steelers Dynasty Podcast. What's going on, Bob, and what's going on, Shane Couch Tomlin? How are you?
I'm okay, but I don't know about Coach down there. I don't know. Coach?
He's very serious. He's very serious today. What's going on? Are you there, mate? Hello.
You there, Coach?
I'm always here. I'm here on Tuesdays and twice on Sundays.
How do you? What? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
Okay. We'll let Coach Tomlin or Couch Tomlin just relax in his own atmosphere. Bob, what's going on, mate? How are you?
well, just living a dream. I got my first fantasy draft, and I took like mostly Steelers. I didn't get the Steeler defense though, so I was unhappy. Yuli, oh my God, God bless you.
He's not drinking today. Bob is not drinking today. Thank you, Yuli. You absolute champion.
When is the draft?
I had a draft today, and I took all Steelers though. I took Najee, Pickens, Boswell, and then I got to pick T.J. Watt as my defensive player.
Sounds like a country music.
Yeah, sounds like a homer.
Yeah, that's it. I do want to ask you though, Bob. How'd your wrestling go on the weekend?
It went well. I went well when we were talking in the green room era. It went well. We had, in my opinion, the best independent wrestling match I've ever seen in my entire life. And I had Coach ring announcer down below, his first ever. He did a heck of a job. And was Shayna like
Bruce Buffer? Let's get ready to rump like that.
Yeah, a little bit.
I was told to tone it down.
Oh, really? You went too hard?
So
yeah, my booker was like, "Hey, tell Shane to tone it down a bit. He's too lively."
I went from Bob Barker to Drew Carey.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh wait, Drew Carey when he was on who's on
the first couple years of Price is Right, he was pretty abysmal.
Oh, Price is Right. Okay, I remember once seeing in that show. Right, it was one in Australia. You know when they used to spin the big wheel, right?
Yeah,
I remember seeing it on Channel 9. No. The big wheel on the Price is
Right.
Right.
At the end when they go.
Yeah, the end. Yeah. Did you know that in Australia they had to change that wheel because someone did this? They threw it down, and they threw it that hard it hit him in the back of the head.
It broke him.
Like it almost knocked him out.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
they threw it, and then like their momentum went forward. It started spinning, and they got knocked. They hit him in the back of the head. So I'm pretty sure that was in Australia. I don't know if that was an American one.
Oh man.
So your wrestling event went pretty well.
Yeah.
Any Jeff Hardys and TLC matches or what?
No hardcore stuff. Just basic mat wrestling and stuff like that. But we're back down there in October in the fled city of Johnstown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, right. There you go. All right, guys. So we're pretty much. I've talked about it. You guys, I think Bobby, you did a live about it today, and you're going to talk about the 53 tomorrow. I think every single Steelers podcast out there, and if you don't know who the 53 man roster is, I'm not going over it again. I think everyone kind of knows or can look it up. In that case, we talked about this morning early at my 7 a.m. and now it's your 10 p.m. over there. I got something a bit different though today. It's not top 5 player for one question. I'm going to ask 5 questions and you're going to give me a player each. So kind of like a bit of reverse, right? And we're going to put Couch Tomlin on the hot seat, like many would want to.
Mm.
So And also, Shayna or Couch Tomlin, you can talk. You can. I think no, actually, he's already. He hasn't broken character since.
Nope.
No. You know what? I don't think Couch Tomlin would show us his legs though. So there's something different there.
You see my legs?
No, we're good. We're good. I said it before. Okay. So the first question I've got. A 9-8 champion. Why am I going against you? I like Tomlin.
Super Bowl champion. We don't have 9-8 here in Pittsburgh.
All right.
Got to go to Cleveland for that.
I'll ask Bubba first. Who was the most surprising cut? We'll go Bubba, Shane, then me.
Okay. The most surprising cut for me, because I talked about him in the last couple of weeks, was that running back from Georgia, Edwards. That was a surprising cut for me.
I thought he was going to have a chance to make the team, but then the moment that Patterson ran that ball 35
once he ran that touchdown, it was untouched. It was
then coach was like, oh boy, he that's what he can do.
Yep.
What about you, Tomlin? Who's your most surprising cut? Why'd you cut them?
Well, the standard's the standard, unless it's not the standard, and that's just because we set our goals too low, and that's why I would have to say, out of the professionals that we cut, I'd have to say Ryan Plumey, our quarterback.
Who?
Yeah, I can't say his name, so I'll be cut.
What'd you say, Plumley?
Plumley.
Yeah, that's right.
As a coach, should he know his name?
I can't enunciate their name, and then you just can't have that. That's not. Can't have that.
So you cut the bloke because you can't pronounce his name,
right?
I guess that's surprising to me. Plumley, John Reese Plumley. Okay, I'm gonna go. My guy was Des Fitzpatrick. I thought he had a big chance to make it. They chose Scotty Miller, but I think Shane was talking about him before the last show that he was going to be he was going to survive. And to me, it was either going to be Des Fitzpatrick or Scotty Miller. And I do hope he gets a chance, maybe somewhere else in the NFL or maybe on the practice squad. And by the way, too, this 53 won't be the same 53 probably going into the Falcons game. There are cuts, there are more things about to happen. There are trades. Omar Khan has now 11 days to get someone else in there and move some pieces around. And also, 4 weeks into the season, I will show one thing for both channels, is the fact that we have these blokes here, Dylan Cook and Jeremiah Moon, and Cole Holcomb can come back after the 4 weeks if they're available. The only guys that are out is Ryan Watson, Julius Walshkoff, who have season-ending injuries. That kind of sucks for them in that case.
That's the only rookie that didn't make this team so far. And when he went down that Lions game, I didn't like him when we drafted him, if you remember. And then I remember. I've still got the video.
The video will be next year.
I know. And then I kind of swayed his way, and then he was showing me something, and then he just got knocked out.
I didn't see it. I don't remember seeing it. What was it? A concussion? Was it?
Yeah, I think he took a shot to the head with a knee or something, and he was down. It was a while, and then he regained his composure. But it must be so bad that, I mean, I've had concussions, but not the whole season. You know what I mean? Like, geez.
Yeah. Someone said to me that a podcast I was watching was like it was a last play as well. The very last play.
Yeah, it was like a minute and a half or a minute.
Yeah, that sucks. You got to feel. It was like Calvin Austin when he tore his leg up the 1 year. Now he's back. So yeah, that is obviously surprising because you didn't know how bad it was too. Definitely put him in there. Right. So we got Des, Edwards, and Plumley for coach team.
Plumley.
But
I can't. You okay, coach?
He has a smile.
No, I don't mean to upset you.
We're good.
Okay.
Hasn't smiled yet. All right. The next one. The player you were most you were happy that made the team out of the guys on the fringe. Who were you most happy that made it?
Oh, jeez. Wow, that's a hard one.
Very tough one.
Yeah. Lee, the rookie. I'm going to go with the rookie.
Logan Lee?
Logan Lee made the team. I'm kind of happy because I thought he was going to push somebody else out, but he didn't. But he did make the team, so I'm happy for that.
It's a tough one because obviously making the team, there are guys on the fringe. So what about yourself, Coach? What player made you the happiest and the reason why they're there for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Well, I wouldn't call it happy. It doesn't make me happy, but it does bring me joy. We take pride in the growth and development of our young guys, and seeing the veterans help them matriculate into the culture of the Steelers and becoming professionals. And that's the lifeblood of our program. But I'd have to say Scotty Miller kind of embodies that, but Scotty Miller would be my pick.
So what? Okay.
I just keep looking at the coach there, and it just makes me,
Yeah. I did hire a speech therapist for me enunciating some of the harder words that are.
So you can say Miller's name. That's all right.
Miller is a good name.
He's
Westlaw he's on the fringe. He's on IRR.
Oh no, done.
Westlaw
Right.
was too hard to say.
You got some Tomlin logistics coming.
Yeah, Watts, good word. Leto was just a little too many, that O at the end.
Leto, done. So you don't need a fullback in the offense. No fullback.
No fullback. A lot of fullbacks and tight ends left. Hate to see them go, but the standard's the standard, especially when you don't use tight ends properly.
Fantastic. All right, so my answer would probably be your guy. I think from WV, what is it? West was it WVU? Probably Beanie Bishop. I think that's a guy who's undrafted and now he's made the team. That's pretty freaking crazy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it doesn't feel like that because we have been seeing him in the depth chart number one, and maybe it's like one of our weakest areas being slot.
Yeah.
So Cameron Sutton's coming back in 10 weeks. Yep. Yes. Yes, Catch.
Beanie is he's a guy that wants to work, and it's not about what you're capable of doing, it's what you're willing to do, and he's willing to do that day in and day out. So when he does it, he packs a lunch and he shows up.
How many sandwiches does he make, Coach, in his lunchbox?
Beanie is one of those unique guys that doesn't eat sandwiches, he eats pepperoni rolls. So
okay.
Bubba, I don't even know my next question, to be honest. Bubba, what about the player who could still be cat? No, I do know it. We're coming to Falcons game. There are blokes on this roster. We can all, by the way, we can all have the same answer because I still think this roster isn't just complete just yet.
Yo, I don't think it's tight yet. I can't believe he made the team. Was Isaiah Loudermilk? I cannot believe he made the team. And there's other players that got cut by other teams that are defensive linemen that could add. I know I was reading stuff that the Cleveland Browns cut that big giant third string that the Steelers were looking at, and the Cleveland Browns picked him up. He was a nose tackle or a defensive lineman. He was huge. So maybe we can pick him up.
Was that Siaki?
Yes.
Ika?
Yes. Like not Sika, but Siaki.
Ika.
Sika was in movies.
Would you be able to pronounce that guy's name, Coach?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
Next question. Hang on. Wait a minute. I've got some stuff for you.
Coach, still win. Let's go for the win, man.
Right.
Couch Stallman, what about yours? The player that could still be cut. Who's on the 53? You're like,
I hate to bring this up, but I would have to say Steely McBeam, the Steelers mascot. He didn't bring his A game to Latrobe. Had a couple too many Rolling Rocks, and he made a number one and a number two in his costume, and we can't have that. That's not the standard. Now Steely McBeam smells like government cheese and sadness. And we're a very uplifting, motivational organization, and we can't. You
ever hear him talk, Coach? You ever hear him talk when he talks? Because every time he does that interview on DVE, he's like, "Hey guys, how you doing?"
McBeam.
Yeah,
Steely McBeam sounds like he has a mouthful of dick.
yeah, yes.
Jeez.
Just, hey guys. Well, don't be so,
Yeah.
Oh, how much do you pay Steely McBeam? What's he get paid over that way?
He gets paid in pierogies and Tummy tickles.
All right. So you want him to be cut? You're trying to cut him.
Right.
Get rid of him. Still
We
baby.
need a new mascot.
No one's safe over there. No one is safe
I guess
over in
not.
No one's safe.
in,
It's not
yeah,
what you're
someone's-
capable of. It's what you're willing to do. And Steely McBeam at this point isn't willing to do what needs to be done.
what's
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to.
We're a professional organization. I'm not here to determine what each person needs to do. They need to determine that on their own and, bring that to the table each week in order for us to be successful as an organization.
I was just thinking, he comes on the show and he actually has to ask his coach, Couch Tomlin coach, for his job back. So maybe Steely, what would happen if Steely had to ask for his job back, Coach?
Well, Steely doesn't understand that when you're an organization, that you have to recognize the difference between other organizations because it's generational. It's passed father to son, and son to daughter, and daughter to uncle, and cousin to second cousin, and
You're reading out the Holy Spirit. I thought you were going like Father, Son, the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
That's where I thought you were going. Alrighty. Okay. So you're cutting Steely McBeam. He's on the fringe. I'm going to go with a guy that I didn't even know was on the roster. And I still don't even know his name. It's a safety, Jalen Elliott.
Didn't they
Elliott
cut him and bring him back?
34. I thought last year he was on the practice squad. And I thought he played some games, but it might have been someone else I was thinking of.
No, he played some games last year.
That's what I thought. I thought he played some games at safety or middle linebacker. Wasn't he the guy that was he from the Cowboys or something like that?
I think so. He's like playing the last 5 or 6 games, maybe.
They brought him in when Mika Fitzpatrick was injured. He was brought in as a journeyman, and he, filled the role, and we appreciate that. But it's time to move on.
Wait, he just made the team today. You're going to cut him. You're going to cut him right away.
I'm going to cut him next week. I just ran out of tissues, so in my office. So, want to wait till next week to get that supply of Kleenexes in.
Yeah, I'm thinking of someone else for sure. It's a different name, anyways. But Jalen Elliott apparently was with the Lions last year, and I think he might be a cut candidate as well. You guys still there?
Yeah,
Coach?
I'm still here, Coach.
Just taking notes.
Okay. So yeah, my guy was Elliott because I just don't know in terms of safety and Steelers might go, and there's been rumor talk about going getting Terrell Edmonds back. I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so he could be, and even still talk of bringing Peterson in as well. There's this kind of stuff, things moving around. I'd say maybe Elliott could be cut. I don't remember seeing him last year on the team if he was on the practice squad or whatnot. So he's to me on the very fringe.
No, he played a couple games. I remember him.
Okay.
Not like
all right. Unless we're thinking of a different.
I have a photo
Elliott.
of Brandon Atuk when he was visiting the practice facility. You want to see it?
Who is it?
I can't say his name. 49ers wide receiver. Brandon Atuk.
It's Ayuk, Coach.
Ah, yeah.
Ayuk.
Bless you.
Ayuk.
Not Oak.
Yeah, you can bring it up if you want. Yeah, bring it up. All right. Okay. So the next question, actually, I haven't got it written down, so I'll just go off the top of my head. Let's think. So who we got cut? Who we're most happy to be? Players who could be cut. Let's just go on the whole roster. The whole roster itself. Who's going to be the most outstanding player, Bubba, this year on the roster out of all 53?
Out of everybody?
Yeah.
TJ Watt.
Yeah.
I have to agree with hardest working podcaster in Western PA.
Well, thanks, Coach.
TJ Watt.
You don't want to add to that? There's not two outstanding players?
Anybody else, Coach, besides TJ?
Well, I'd have to also say, Zach Brady. He showed up.
Wait. What's this? What's that?
That's Brandon leaving the 49ers practice facility, catching a flight to Pittsburgh. He was spotted. We haven't seen him since. This is 3 months ago, and we're a little concerned. So if you can help us find him, please call the Steelers front office and ask for Couch Tomlin, and
Oh,
we'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, I did not expect that at all. I did not expect that at all. I was actually thinking you're going to bring up Brent Ayuk with Couch Tomlin.
You know, guys, if
I-
you don't want to be serious, I can just go into another podcast.
No, it's fine. We'll calm down. All right, back to serious talk. So TJ Watt is the most outstanding player this year. I think could be
he's
TJ
two
Watt.
players in one.
Well, who else? He's two players in one. What
Who's the
two
other
players
player?
would he be in one?
He's like his brother, and his other brother had a baby.
Well, JJ and Derek and DJ had JJ. Oh, wait, TJ.
Yes.
Okay. That's fantastic. Alrighty. So I don't even know. Next question. I'm gonna say TJ Watt as well. TJ Watt is the most outstanding player. Without TJ Watt on this team, we are in big trouble. We are 1-10 or 1-11. And TJ's gonna have. I think he's gonna bounce back year. It's all the crew around him too, with the Minkas, the Highsmith, and the Herbigs.
Yeah, we have a.
I agree with what Yuli said. I agree with that because I said it like 6 times. I agree with that.
We have interns right now from UPJ Pittsburgh, not from the University of Pittsburgh, but UPJ Pittsburgh. They're following him around right now, and they're scraping everything that falls onto a toilet seat, and they're trying to create another TJ Watt in the lab, but it's not going well.
Yeah, right.
Well, who would be your second one, though?
Yeah.
Who would be your second one, Mark?
What's that?
Your second Steeler player that would.
Behind him?
Yeah.
The most outstanding player, I think it's probably going to be defense again. You know what I'm going to probably say? I'm going to say Keanu Benton. I think Keanu Benton has a big year. I think he's they call him the dancing bear. I think he has a massive year as well. So I think
that's a pretty good code name, the Dancing Bear.
I'm pretty sure that someone called him that. One of the Steelers radio guys called him the dancing bear.
Okay.
So he's got the wrestling skills. I think he's going to have a pretty outstanding season. In fact, we go, oh my goodness, look at Benton. You know, but our defense is really stacked. I was listening to a podcast the other day. I think it might have been Alan Saunders again, and he was saying, look at the other side. Everyone's worried about the offense, but look at the defense.
Oh, defense
it's
is
stacked. It's so stacked from Queen, and even Queen can be up there in the Wilson and the Roberts, and these guys hopefully can be healthy most of the year and hit these plays and play and start to gel together. We'll see some really good play from the defense, hopefully, and we're holding teams down by.
And I'm so excited with even with Herbig coming in now because he had almost 4 sacks in the preseason alone. So he was tied for leading the sacks in preseason, and he's just getting started. So
yeah,
I mean he could be good for 10 sacks this year. That'd be great. What do you think,
Nick Herbig? Coach?
Yeah.
Kat?
What do you think, Coach?
Well, I want to also bring up, I don't know if you want to know this, but we brought in and interviewed an assistant strength and conditioning coach. I think will really push us over the edge.
Explain. You need to explain.
Well,
right.
After watching some of these preseason games and watching tape, I really don't think they have the edge. And I think that bringing.
Are you happy with the losses? Are you happy with the 3 losses that we?
No,
no.
It's preseason, but
right.
I don't take much weight into the preseason. It's about getting it done on the Sundays when it counts, and that's starting with the Atlanta Falcons. Before the Atlanta Falcons come into town, I want to make sure that everyone's on the same page, and I think they need a little bit of extra help. So, strength and softness. This gentleman encapsulates it all, and if we could bring him in, so the only problem is we don't have enough time to go into it, but
we got plenty of time.
We'll
move to the next question though. The last question is our top 5, and Bubba, what's our most? It's not a player. It's a position group. Group, right? What's our most improved position group on this team since the roster's now 53? What's the most improved? Where maybe in the training camp it was like, bit hairy.
Oh my gosh. Well, Ooh, that's a hard one. Boy, that's
After all the training camp, after all the
Yeah,
preseason, after all the stuff.
Let's go with this one because this could be a component, an impact. The Steelers' offense would be. I'm gonna go with tight ends. The tight end position could be a key component, blocking and catching passes when they need to, because we have 1, 2, 3. We actually have 4 tight ends because they put Connor as fullback, so we do have 4 now.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be the position that's going to impact, make a major impact. I'm going to go with that one.
What about yourself, Couch Tolman? What about the most improved position group starting from the training camp to now? Like, who's done the most work? Who's pretty much improved the most?
I would initially say, just based off of talent, it would be our young rookies on the offensive line, but I would have to say overall would be the linebacker core. I think that's the most promising from last year, because we really need some help there. So also, you have Patrick McQueen, really gives you that kick in the ass you need. So,
and with this position group, Rod, you can I'm going to bring it up here. So it's the most talented. You can pronounce all their names, and you're happy with all their work, and they're all providing the standard as a standard.
Yeah,
in that case,
because we got names like Wilson and Watt, Robinson, Mark Robinson.
I'm surprised he made the team.
Yeah, Mark Robinson.
He actually had a good preseason, fellas. He had a really good preseason. He's going to be, I think, useful on the special teams. I think he'll be there to, like I was talking about in the live today. It's Matakevich, Killebrew. I'll bring him up. Hang on, Matakevich, Killebrew, and I do have a
we
link.
Didn't cut Matakevich?
No, he's still there. Did you forget about him?
Supposed to cut him. I don't like to go on shows and talk about Matakevich. Sounds like a Jewish cookie at a wedding. Sorry.
It's okay, Coach.
I gotta hang on a minute. Wait. Oh, sneak prank! Oh, just kidding.
Christmas.
Just kidding. Hey, hey, it's coming soon. Hey, Bubba, do you want to talk about what we're doing for Christmas? For the channel out there, what we're trying to get achieved?
We are going to try to combine both channels to have a big, huge Christmas party at a bar in Pittsburgh, probably all day. I know Mark's going to start in mid-afternoon. I'm going to start mid-morning, and we are going to watch the Ravens at 4:30. So come one, come all Steeler fans. No Ravens fans allowed, just saying, because we'll toss them out.
Yeah, we're still trying to find a bar, but definitely we've got about 4 months to do it. Or
we got plenty of time.
And then we're gonna pretty much 21st of December in Pittsburgh, probably somewhere around the north side. We're gonna have a joint party between Steelers Dynasty Podcast with Bubby here and Couch Tom and myself from Steel Nation Australia. And yeah, we're gonna have some hopefully food, some beers, and just watch the game in some way, form, or fashion.
We're gonna have fried pierogi pizza.
You can do that.
I don't know. We're going to try. How about it, Coach? Fried
I've had pierogi pizza. It's delicious.
Okay.
You've never had pierogi pizza?
What's a pierogi again?
So pierogi pizza is just like the pierogi, which is like has potato, onion, cheese, in like ravioli, but it's folded up like a taco. That's about the big.
Nice.
And then pierogi pizza is like a white pizza. So you have garlic and olive oil, and then you put down the potato filling on top, and then they cook it, put some cheese on it, and then on top of that, they put some fresh onions and tomatoes.
I never had one, but I'd eat one.
Sounds all right. So Yuli says Christmas Day. No, it's the 21st. So Christmas Day, I'm going to the game. 21st is the Saturday, Steelers versus Ravens, and they're playing in Baltimore. So we'll do more promotion as we go. But I did want to bring up this with their middle linebacker depth. We have Queen, Roberts, Wilson, Matakevich, which we thought that coach fired or got rid of, and Mike Robinson. Some of these blokes, Wilson, Matakevich, Robinson will be playing teams. They're playing kickoff return. They're playing punt return. I'm a massive fan of the middle linebacker room. Did we talk about your area, Shane? That was the middle linebacker, right? Yeah, that room. Yep. So I'm going to go into, I think the most improved, to be honest, and you guys could disagree. I feel like it's the defensive line. I think they've played pretty
Really?
well in terms of, yep. Because
Wow.
I think Ogunjobi, I'm saying most improved.
Okay.
They weren't, not that they're the best one out there. They've improved the most from the training camp. So I think,
I hope you're right.
Yeah, I think Ogunjobi played okay in the preseason. I think DeMarvin Leal showing up. I think Montravius Adams had a few good reps in there too. I think they're not the worst out there. They could still be one of the weakest areas on the Steelers roster, but I think they might the most improved. But I do like the fact that Keanu Benton is going to go off this year. That's what I'm going with.
Okay. Well, I know the linebackers are probably faster than we actually had before, with Queen making an upgrade. But I mean, we got to sign. Cam has to be signed, right?
Cam's got this year. He's looking for an extension.
Okay.
Which they haven't done yet. They haven't done. Everyone was freaking out about 2 months ago.
He's got to give us the family and friend deal, Coach. What do you think about that?
We don't like to discuss business during off hours, but we'll talk about it when the time comes, and I'm sure we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
So, it's a maybe, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
That definitely is a consideration.
Yuli's mate sells pierogi pizzas.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm not even sure because Pepper says, "What's a pierogi?" We don't have pierogies here. I'm still not sure what it is. Abomination.
Oh, I love pierogies.
That's
Pierogies in Iron City. You can have an Iron City or an Icy Light when you get over here, Mark.
Yeah, I had one. I had
Iron.
I had one Iron City when I was over there last. I think it was a couple. I'm gonna have some beers.
You drink one Iron City, it's like drinking a 6-pack of Icy Light.
Bubba, do you do Mrs. T's pierogies, or do you have off-brand preferences?
I don't care. I like all kind of pierogies, Mrs. T's or any kind. I'll eat pierogies, and I'll eat them a lot. So
what are these like little taco shit, like little taco products?
Doughy, like inside dough and
like raviolis. It's like pasta, but they
look like a bigger ravioli.
You're Polish.
Okay. Yeah, right.
I'm not Polish. I'm Italian.
Any other takeaways, Bubba, from today, learning about the roster, the 53?
We didn't really lose a lot of guys that they cut from what I looked at. It really doesn't hamper anything. I'm hoping that some other teams, like that Noah Brown from the Texans, I would take him in a heartbeat if the Steelers can, if they do cut him, and get us another receiver, because we only have 5 receivers in camp assigned. So they have a spot open. They're looking, but I'm ready to go. I don't see the Russell Wilson controversy now, because we scored a touchdown and we looked good in that drive. And, and Patterson with that bursting, like he was like a deer. Nobody even touched him.
He was right through the line.
He's gone.
Strong runner. Went bang.
31 years old, and he was running like he was 18. Too. So that made him, I was like, oh shit. I go, and I said I was going to cut. See, the gods must be listening to me when I said I was going to say, oh, we should cut him. Now I'm like, no, we might as well keep him.
Well, you get on the roster, I think Jalen Warren will come back for week 1. Najee will be fine, I think, week 1. And then you're going to use Cordero Patterson kickoff return. And also you'll use him third down running back sparingly. You'll probably get like maybe 5-7 snaps out of him. Maybe less.
I'm okay with that. But I just worry about with the Patrick Wilson concussion already having one. You don't need another one playing linebacker. So
you don't be banged up for the season. That's what I think some of these players are. Like obviously Russell Wilson had his calf injury. Roman Wilson coming back from his injury. There's a lot of guys already like that. So it's and Cameron Hayward said it's football. You go through these stuff through the injuries, but it is tough. Yeah. Cap Tomlin, what players are you looking for to add to the team?
I'm looking to add some length to the defensive line, maybe to get some splash guys on offense. We're still looking at that. But, if you can find a good player, you tolerate someone until you can replace them.
So what players?
We're going to go for some splash players, some good robust,
Okay.
athletic guys that we find in the.
So there's no certain names out there. Just
You're not giving it up, are you, Coach?
I can't discuss this time, but
there's no
we're
names at all.
actively looking, yeah.
Okay. So I guess it's mate.
And the more grounded, the more humble the person is, the more selfish they are, the more optimistic I am about them becoming a Steeler. So,
all right, I'll ask Bubba then. Bubba, who should we go and get out of some of these players? Would you bring back? He said Noah Brown could be an interesting one.
Noah Brown receiver. If they cut him, we could pick him up. If Terrell Edmonds is available, I'd pick him up in a heartbeat to help that secondary. And I thought he wasn't bad when he was playing with us. You know what I mean? So it gives us a little bit of depth, and maybe pick up the defensive nose tackle lineman from the Cleveland Browns that they just cut. I mean, we were looking at him in the draft, and they took us from him. So maybe just well, you know what? When you got to play in Cleveland, you want to get out of there anyway. So hopefully. All
right. Catch someone out of all. Don't say any names, but for yourself and Omar Khan, how many moves will you make? Like in terms of trading and getting players coming into the building.
We tend to attack the challenges that we have that are right in front of us today. We look at the ones that are in front of us, and that's the ones we tackle first.
Well, so who's in front of who?
The challenges.
Which challenges?
The ones that are in front of you.
Well, who's in front of you, Coach?
The challenge that we have today.
Oh, okay. All right. It's a real challenge trying to get answers out of you. I know now the media. I know how they feel. Brooke, do you? Okay, question. Do you like Brooke Pryor? Do you like her? Catch
who?
Brooke Pryor.
Who's that?
You don't know who she is? She's the one that she always asks you questions and you cut it down in short.
I don't have a favorite. I can't play favorites.
Well, she's not your favorite.
Not my job. She's not my favorite.
Jeez.
I like Richard Pryor.
Okay. So you don't know who you don't know who Brooke Pryor is. No.
Oh.
She's the one that every time that she asks a question, you just give her one word answers every single time.
Because she's dumb. She's dumb as dog shit.
Okay. There's a good answer. I don't have any questions left. Bob, you got any questions left for Couch Tomlin?
Well, since you said Richard Pryor, which is Richard Pryor's best movie that you like there, Coach?
Hard to pick.
There's a couple. See if we like the same one.
My goodness, Richard Pryor's best.
Don't Google it.
God, no, hands up here.
Don't Google it, Coach.
No, that's not allowed. That's not allowed. I don't think so.
Not trading.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, Coach. I'm sorry.
No, it's a good question. Best
Okay.
question so far all night.
Oh.
All right. I got another question for you.
What's your favorite Richard Pryor?
Mine is Brewster's Million.
Oh, Brewster's Millions.
James George T.
That's right. Brewster's Millions, man.
Yeah.
I wish I had that money.
Are you a fan of Chris Collinsworth from Paddo? Coach Tomlin.
Chris Collinsworth is an old friend, but I don't talk to him very much anymore. But
I hate
do
Collinsworth.
appreciate what he does when he does it, but sometimes he gets carried away.
Chicken neck Collinsworth. That's what I call him. Chicken neck.
Oh my goodness, he's gone.
Oh, he disappeared.
He's the Bengal, isn't he? The old
Yes.
Bengal, right?
The Cincinnati Bengal receiver who the Steelers used to beat the living bejesus out of.
Did he play in the Super Bowl for one of them?
Yes, he played in their first Super Bowl against the 49ers.
Okay.
Which Joe Montana went right down the field.
So he's always had like a really bad.
Oh, yeah. Then he kisses ass sometimes. And then he bashes Pittsburgh. And then he was hanging off of Ben's ball sack a couple times. Like, he just is so irritating. That's why I call him Chicken Neck. I
always, when he's like, now here's a guy. Here's a guy. Here's a guy.
Yeah.
I don't know where Couch Top. Oh, goodness. There he is. He's back. Alrighty, fellas. I think we might call it a show. I'm all laughed out. I can't take Shane seriously. He hasn't broken character once, or maybe once when the when the TJ Watt story came out.
I was passing a kidney stone.
Okay. Let's do some questions in the chat. Everyone's got any more questions for Bubba and Shane or myself? We're getting so close to the season now. We're 11 days away on my counter. Tomorrow is not going to be Claypool. Don't worry about that. Yeah, we're so close, man. 11 days away. Steelers versus Falcons. Oh yeah, okay. One more for Couch Tomlin. What's to be expected versus what should we see versus Steelers versus Falcons? Tomlin.
Well, you're going to see the Steelers organization do what they always do as a generational, upstanding organization. But the standard's the standard. Steelers are going to win games this year, execute. And, excuses are tools of incompetence. And we're not incompetent. We're all adults. And we need to put our pants on one leg at a time, except unless you have a skirt.
What about a kilt?
Yeah, two
Kilt
legs.
is not a skirt.
Holy dooly.
Bubba, are you being a wise ass?
No, I'm not, Coach.
Pato says, tell Bubba, congrats on a great wrestling show. He helped
Thanks,
put
Craig.
on. And thank you to Shane as well for doing the announcing. TD says here, Coach, who's our starting QB? Week 1 versus Falcons.
Let's hear it, Coach.
What was the question?
Who's going to be our who's going to be our starting quarterback week 1?
That's what I thought you asked me.
Mm-hmm. That's what I yes. Any answers?
Starting quarterback's going to be the best player that we feel is going to be able to put us in a position to win. And that position.
You're not going to give
going to
anything
be-
up. You're not going to show your cards, Coach? What's up with that?
I don't play cards. I'm a professional football coach.
Oh,
So gambling is for losers and competent people. And it's right up there with excuses. So no, we're going to put the best player in the position to make plays, to win, make splash plays, make decisions, can take care of the ball, manage the game. So
All right. Okay, hang on. If I were to say, would the quarterback be wearing jersey number 3 or jersey number 9? Who would it be?
I'm not in a guessing game, Mark. If you want to go guessing game, you go fair and guess the weight of the bearded lady. But we're not doing that here. We're the
It's
Pittsburgh
one
Steelers.
it's one or the other.
Yes, it is.
Three or
It's
9.
either
Who
a
could
woman
it
or a
be?
man. It can't be both.
Okay. All right. He's stone faced, isn't he? Mike Tomlin's getting rid of the season. Okay, what is one thing this season that you want all fans to know about our Pittsburgh Steelers? And
The
Pepper's
pierogies
next.
are delicious.
I've got to try them. I've never had them.
what's delicious?
Pierogies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Coach.
I don't even know what this means. Yay or nay? Key.
That's a kielbasa.
Kielbasa
Kielbasa
or-
Kalinska.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yes, and yes. Yes. I like it all.
Is that
You
food?
can't live in Pittsburgh
Yes.
for as long as I've lived in
Okay.
Pittsburgh without embracing the culture and the diversity and enjoying all the Polish dishes.
Right. And Pepper's got a question, so she'll be next. Why do you always? Is that for me? I think that's for me. Why do you always get my comments? Did I skip them? No, I didn't. Did I? Depends which one. Like that one. Take
Pepper is your brook.
my Brook. Nah. Pepper's not my Brook. Pepper's my security guard. Sorry, Pepper. I thought I looked at some of them. Does anyone have any questions for Shano? Besides that one. Otherwise, I think we're going to wrap it up. I think it's been a great show. Shane or Coach Tomlin, I appreciate you coming on the show.
But when are you picking your games on your network?
I don't know. I don't even know if I will, to be honest. Like, I I might do it maybe with Matty Pepper on a Saturday or a Friday. You mean like individual games? Like who's gonna win this one?
Well, next Wednesday I'll probably go and we'll do a mega cast, but I don't know who's coming on. Probably just me and Shane, because Couch Tomlin, I don't know where he'll be, but
he'll be busy.
It probably will be busy, but yeah, we're gonna go through each game, and I'll probably take.
I always get them wrong, but I choose I think that this year the Steelers are probably going to go 10-7 or 11-6. I think that's kind of our middle park of winning or losing.
Yeah.
But in terms of like the schedule, that's very tough, man. I might give it a crack next week, but it's going to be very tough.
Yep.
Falcons, Broncos, Chargers. That's around the corner.
Mark,
10 days away.
We don't pick our games. We play what's ahead of us, and the schedule's made years in advance. So I can't pick games.
You can't pick. What are your thoughts about
what's on the schedule? Whatever.
What are your thoughts about Russell Wilson going back to Denver
as a starter?
Starter.
That's news to me. I'm gonna have to, talk with some folks, and we're gonna. No stone goes unturned, and no itch goes unscratched. And
right.
Russell has an itchy crack. So,
what's this one? What's going on here, Coach? Can you explain this?
That's a football bat that we're trying out. Didn't work out. So just forgot about that photo. I haven't seen a football bat in quite some time.
And here's you and the legend Cameron Hayward. No?
Yes, that's Cam Hayward. He made me sniff his finger.
Fair enough. All right, fellas, let's get out of here. That was fun. It was a really good day in terms of a lot of Steelers content, and I know you guys are going to go live tomorrow to talk about the roster.
Yeah.
So I appreciate your time, Bubba, as well on Steelers Dynasty Podcast. And thank you, Shane and Couch Someone, for your presence here today. Even though we couldn't get the answers out of you, it was really tough. Coach, are you starting a QB wearing a kilt or a skirt?
That's a dumb question, Tom. But there's no dumb question, so we're going to be wearing proper attire. Definitely, it's pumps with a skirt. Heels make you look kind of like a floozy, and we're a classy organization.
100%. We're going for that number 7. Thank you, George. Thank you, T. Thank you, George. TD. Thank you, Roberta. As always, thank you, Pepper.
Thanks, everybody.
I'll do it. 100%. Pat over in the house. Thank you, and Daredevil and Yuli as well. Thank you, mate, too, for the 20 gifted. That's fantastic. Let's do one more, and then we'll close out the University / Steelers Dynasty podcast. It's been a big day, actually. I think some people might be. I'm a bit kind of stilled out. I've been listening. There's a lot of information.
You've probably been doing this all day.
Yeah, I've been listening to it as well. But Steelers, we love it. That's why we do it. Where's one more?
It's showtime here after next week.
And thanks, Roberta, again. 100%. We got 10 more days to go. Thank you, Bubba. Thank you, Shane.
Thank you.
Let's play. I just like our intro outro. Let's play our top 5 joint podcast together. See you later. You're
like, hey, we're a bit.
I went back in time and I got my hair. I went back in time and got Steelers Nation Australia headband. We'll get you some high socks. Get you some like these shorts.
Hey, you're standing up.
easy.
Yeah.
It's like balls of fairy.
So when JJ52 says, will Rhaegar make the 53? No, she's cut. Sorry, let's go.
You're not going to take Rhaegar. I know a place, Western Pennsylvania, where she'll fit right in. Right at the cookie table at a wedding.
She could be my second string long snap.
PhD, call her Dr. Boogie or Dr. Get Down.